Greetings, true believers. It's your old past Spider-Man. Hey guys, KJ here. Today, in honor of Sue from Honeybee Soaps becoming our next vendor, I'm going to be doing a review of one of my favorite soaps from her, Honeybee Soaps Brut. Now, I got Brut, I had a sample of it from a pass-around a while back, and that was actually my first experience with Brut, the scent, and I just fell in love with it and immediately went out and bought the aftershave and the deodorant, everything. I just love the scent of Brut. But Honeybee Soaps, been around for a very long time. If you aren't familiar with Honeybee Soaps, going back to the early days of Badger and Blade, actually, she was one of the three Sues, which were some of the first three artisan soap makers. This is back like 10 years ago, at least probably. And all of them were named Sue. So like we talk about the English soaps and creams, the three T's, we had the three Sues, which was Sue Moore from St. Charles Shave, Susan from Mama Bear Soaps, and then Susan from Honeybee Soaps. Of the three, Honeybee Soaps are definitely my favorite, and I'm so glad that she joined us on this forum and became a vendor. If you're familiar with Mama Bear Soaps, it's a similar type of soap base. I guess you would call it like a veggie soap base or like a glycerin soap base. So I believe if you're careful, you can actually melt this in the microwave and pour it into different containers. And this is definitely one that benefits from a little bit of blooming. But beyond that, we'll go ahead and start to get a lather with this and see what we can do for a shave. Now, Honeybee Soaps, you can see from the package, it's no frills. But it's all performance. And I think with all the new artisans and the new waves and new generations of soaps, everybody using big expensive oils and stuff in their soaps to make them lather better, lather easier. A lot of the older artisans have kind of fell to the wayside, and they just aren't talked about as much. But this is a really, really good performing soap. And it just goes to show that soap making isn't rocket science. It's a little bit of chemistry, a little bit of kitchen science, but you can make good soap very simply and very cheaply. If you look up her website, a tub of her soap goes for like $7. If you get it without the tub and you just want to refill, you can get them for $5. She sells them in a 6-pack for like $28, which is under $5 a puck. Under $5 a puck for 4 ounces of soap. I mean, with today's artisans, that's crazy. Like all the prices of soaps have gone up. And you don't have to spend a lot to get a really good quality lather, and this is just proof of that right there. So we definitely got enough. You can see, I mean, just from what I just pulled off of the top of the puck, I mean, this is awesome lather, standing up on its own. All I did was load. I haven't even built this lather yet. And you can see it's really thick. It's standing together on its own. So now I'm going to put it on my face and see what kind of lather we can build from it. And you can tell after I loaded it off the puck, there really wasn't even much lathering that needed to be done. It was pretty much there. I just needed to add a little bit of water. I'm gonna add just a little teeny bit more. Alright, so today I'm gonna be using my Fat Boy. Using a little bit of care with this shave just because I put a brand new blade in it. New blades tend to be a little bit sharper, and sometimes we'll get an occasional nick or a weeper with the first use of the blade. So, shaving a little bit slower than I would normally do. Now, if you've used Mama Bear soaps in the past, like I said, it's a similar type base, but Honey Sue adds a lot of extra things into hers that Mama Sue doesn't. And if everybody's familiar with artisans these days. They tend to have about, depending on the artisan, anywhere from 5 to maybe 15 or 20 different scents. Sue has over 65 cents on her website. You can get this soap in 65 cents plus. So there's something for everybody. She also has some essential oil soaps. So if you like soaps that are scented with essential oils only, she has some of those also. Maybe a dozen or so. I didn't really count those. That was not included in the 65 plus. So those are additional. And she also does a full line of other shampoos and anything cosmetic she makes. So if your wives or significant others like to use other artisan products, she has a full line of stuff, not just shaving soap. But anyways, I was getting back to, due to the other stuff that she puts in this, it just makes it a better soap and a better lather, and I enjoy this a whole lot more than Mama Bear soaps. Nothing against Mama Bear soaps, they're still good too, but I like this better. Alright, so I'm not going to get any more water on my face. I'm just going to do a touch up and see what we've got for residual slickness. Went a little bit. Not quite as much as some of the other artisans that I use, but it's sufficient. Slickness during the shave is definitely there. All right. Witch hazel. And then we're going to follow this up with Brut, of course. Alright, so here's the soap that I've left after 2 passes. I'm going to pull it out and see what kind of lather we've got. So it's not quite gel-like like some of the other soaps, but you can see it's definitely thick. It's definitely creamy. It holds together, doesn't dissipate at all. So just a really good lather. Not quite as slick as some of the current artisans, but still pretty slick. But at 1/3 to 1/4 of the price of some of the other ones, this is amazing for what it costs. And like I said, just goes to show you don't have to spend a lot of money on your shaving products to get a good lather, to get a good shave. They've fallen out of fashion, but there's no reason to. These still remain some of my favorite soaps, and very, very well scented. The scent strength on these is definitely tops. She does a very good job of scenting these, making these. Thanks Sue for becoming a vendor on TSC, and everybody, if you haven't checked her out, honeybeesoaps.net is her website. Go check her out and see if there's anything that you'd like to add to your den. We'll see you on the forum, guys. Thanks.